Bucky McBadbat says, if Goff can hit outside the numbers, I'm confident the middle of the field is as good as gone. I agree with him. I will say, before we move on to the last topic, I will say time for Ben Johnson to open up that playbook. That's Von D Gaming. I agree with you there. I think he is one of the best offensive coordinators in the league, and he's going to be, one of the best we've ever faced this season. Because I think back at the Niners have beaten hard teams, but the hard teams at the time that we beat were the Eagles. We know how bad they are. The Cowboys, frauds. The Rams we beat, but they're just a young team. So
you should have beat them on that
week 2 too, and then the last week
you should have stopped them from going to the Super Bowl. You should have done that. I would have.
I was so mad. I remember going into my room for a straight hour and screaming into the phone at my brother, who was just listening to my complaints about Jimmy Garoppolo, who absolutely sucked. Jaquiski Tartt, who dropped the interception.
Oh my God, that's the dude.
Yeah, that was the worst, man. I don't want to relive that. Let's move on.
I know.
So before we get out of here, and by the way, thank you for giving me an hour of your time. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Final score prediction for the Ravens versus Chiefs matchup. Again, you said you don't like scores, so you can just give us a winner. I'll start first on this one. Okay. I think the Ravens, this is a no-brainer. I know the Chiefs are good, but I just think that it is the Ravens, not their year per se, because I really want the Niners to win, and I'm biased on that one. But I just, if the Ravens can, it's in Baltimore, and I know that the Chiefs have proven that they can win on the road like they did in Buffalo, but the Ravens have levels better defense than the Buffalo Bills do. Their offense is really hard to stop. I know that the Chiefs' run game, their defense is actually really good, and I think if it's the one team that can match up with the Ravens, the Chiefs can do it. But then you also think about the defensive side of the ball, and will the Chiefs be able to get anything done? I'm going to say the Ravens here win this one. I think this is actually going to be a lot more low scoring than the 49ers versus Lions game. I'm going to say 21-17 Ravens get it.
Okay, I'm going to say that the Chiefs are going to win this game. And I'm going to say that because if they can, I know they're going to be playing M&T Bank Stadium. I know I don't know what the weather is going to be, but the Chiefs to me are they're the team that you have to beat. And the Buffalo Bills were hot, and their kicker missed the field goal, but that's what happens. And Lamar Jackson is good for an interception or two. So I think it's going to be a good game. And I think very similar to how the Lions need to overcome the 49ers and their history and how good of a team you guys have been for the past half a decade. I think that the Baltimore Ravens have to do the same thing. They you've been dominating all year. You get the first seed, and look at what happened to the second seed. Both second seeds got bumped out, and they got beat by a lower seed, right? So I think the Baltimore Ravens are the new kids on the block, and Lamar Jackson just got a second playoff win. So I think they're the ones with something to prove. I'm going to say the Chiefs win this game because Patrick Mahomes is a
more
dude.
Clutch.
Yeah, he is. And I was about to say, this dude done lost a step, man, but then that Patrick Mahomes magic kicks back in. And Lamar is a specimen, as much as that pains me to say. But I think the experience, man, is going to come to Patrick Mahomes. I think the Chiefs get it done, and it's going to be Chiefs. And if I have it my way, Lions. And what a way to end the season the same way it started. How crazy. 272 games, and it will end and start the same way.
That is true. That is true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Let's see here. Well, and I will say, you're right about the Lamar Jackson thing. And if you're coming down to the most important moments, Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes isn't going to make a mistake. I trust that. Even, he's just such a good quarterback. He's not going to make a mistake down the stretch. So maybe you have a point there. Let's see here. I wanted to see if there was any other comments that I should read. Lamar might make a statement. I did want to actually quickly answer this. Nathaniel Arias says 44 and raining on Sunday at Baltimore.
Oof.
Who do you think this affects more?
Man,
fumbling issues for the Ravens in the run game, potentially? I don't know.
It was raining it was a nasty game against the Steelers, right? I think it was no, who was it? It was rain. They played the Rams in like some mist or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they did. Yes.
That's a great question, man. Both teams are outdoors. Both teams deal with adverse weather. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I can't even answer it. I don't know.
I think it's going to affect both. It definitely rains more, and it's really cold in Arrowhead, but it rains more in Baltimore, I think. So
okay,
maybe Baltimore. Anyways, guys, this has been a great show.